All right, guys, welcome. We're doing a little special deal today. This is like a little offshoot. Rocky Mountain Race Week, obviously involved in everything that's going on with this as well. But Matt was like, "Man, I'm on the road. He's a truck driver by trade, so he's out doing his thing. So we're going to plummet through me. And I have a podcast called That's Cool Drink. It's all drag and drive based, all Rocky Mountain Race Week based, but we're going to run that through me and run it through that main page. So make sure you share this out to all your people because there's some cool stuff coming up. But I do want to go ahead and introduce Bob Frisbee from Pittsburgh State University. And you know him, you love him from Nobody's Show, Mr. Chad Ehrlich.
We're here. We're here.
Yes, we are. And the viewers are starting to kind of pile in here, but this is a super duper exciting thing. So Chad and Bob, I'm going to kind of let you guys take the reins here. If I have questions, I'll jump in. I also have the website pulled up and YouTube is working. So I will do that in the background, but take it away, gentlemen.
Or you want me to start? Go ahead, Chad. Go ahead. Okay. Excited. We are in Southeast Kansas, right around where we're going to be racing here in a very short amount of time. Mocan is on the schedule. What are we, 6-8 miles from Mocan right now?
Yep. Not too far.
In Pittsburgh, Kansas, Pittsburgh State University. I graduated from here. Don't hold that against the university.
Despite the university, yes.
Yeah. I had an extremely successful career. I actually went straight to Chrysler Corporation in warranty administration after I graduated from Pittsburgh State University. The crazy part about it, when I set foot on campus almost 30 years ago as a young, dumb kid, which can even be debated to this day, but that's another story. This guy was the first guy that I talked to. Bob Frisbee was my advisor when I set foot on campus, clear back in the 90s. And I had an amazing career here. They have a College of Technology here that covers not only automotive, but plastics, woods, manufacturing management, construction management. What else is there? I mean, all kinds of tech degrees. And they have actual bachelor's degrees. They have in automotive, you can get a 2-year degree or a 4-year bachelor's degree in automotive technology. It is such a unique place, top of the line equipment, top of the line instructors. It's an amazing facility. Well, Bob and I have stayed in touch over the years. My daughter goes to school here. I'm sure some of you know her we run the white WS6 convertible. Bob and I got to talking about things and about how amazing this place is and what we need to do to get the word out. And Bob, being a Mopar guy and been a car guy his whole life.
Wait, on purpose, Bob? You're a Mopar guy?
Yeah, on purpose. On purpose. It costs a little extra money to be a Mopar guy, that's for sure. Yeah.
He actually went to Chrysler after he graduated from Pitt State, prior to coming back to teach. So as he started asking me about Race Week and we started talking about ways to promote the College of Technology here, I was like, hey, this is kind of a match made in heaven here. Let's talk about this. There's one of the top automotive programs in the country, one of the very few places in the country where you can get a 2-year or a 4-year automotive degree. We're right here where we're going to be. There's got to be something that works here. And I'm not even smart, and I figured that out. So I talked to Bob, he talked to his faculty, and here we are today talking about Junior Street.
Absolutely. And so if you're brand new to it, Junior Street is 13 to 16 or 17-year-olds. They drive full-size cars, so you just drive, your everyday grocery getter, and your parent or guardian or whatever rides shotgun with you, and it's a class that NHRA came up with, and it's a way to bring the kids into the sport without needing an entire expense of a junior dragster program, which is, their entry level stuff is $5,000. Unfortunately, it keeps people out of the sport. So this was a way to bridge that gap where kids can just drive full-size cars, get behind the wheel, and experience what racing is like in as controlled and safe environment as possible. And of course, Race Week jumped right on that because Rocky Mountain Race Week is built around be able to bring your kiddos. It's in June and July on purpose because your kids.
That was what the match priorities when he
Right,
developed
right.
this concept.
Well, and the only way he could do it is bring his kids on race week. I mean, so we watched them grow up, and they're running Junior Street now with the dually that they pull the trailer with. But yes, so that's the class. That's what it's all about, and it's so exciting to have now a higher education, kind of intermediary helping with this program to bring kids up and bring them into exactly a program that's right down the street from where we're racing.
Really excited about it. Chad, like he said, he brought it to our attention and went and looked, and like goodness sakes, this is right in our backyard. Mocan, like he says, just south of Pittsburgh, Kansas, where we're at down here in southeast Kansas, and Tulsa's right down the road, and Oklahoma City and Texas. But we interact with a lot of young people out of Oklahoma and even Texas, obviously Kansas and Missouri, and so this is a great opportunity for us to be involved and support this race week. And I plan to be at the different events the last week of June, and we'll have a Pitt State booth set up there.
Awesome.
And can visit with folks, and excited to support this this event and this opportunity. And so there's so much going on in the motorsports industry. And as Chad said, we have two great programs here. We have a 2-year technician program. I have about 50 students in it, freshman and sophomore. And then we have a 4-year management degree, and we're one of the few in the country. So there's only a handful of 4-year automotive technology management programs in the whole country. And so you get lots of management classes, lots of hands-on, lots of lab classes, and preparing you for dealership operations, corporate. As Chad mentioned, his role, I was with Chrysler 7 years myself before I came here, and I was a district manager in Southern California, service and parts, and then a service district manager, and then I became a training instructor and taught out of Ontario, California for 4 years. And but yeah, just to throw out there, I'd love to, as this event comes on the end of June, look forward to meeting everybody and visiting. But yeah, I get picked on being a Mopar guy. I have a 67 Barracuda convertible. Yeah. And then my wife and I have 3 children. And so I'm rebuilding 3 cars with each of those. The first one's a 69 Dart Swinger, and it's a 344 speed, but we're putting a stroker 340 in it. And then the second one's a 68 Fastback. We're making a Formula S package, and then the other's a 68 Fastback. And then I went out. I had to have a Hemi car, so I bought a used Scat Pack 392 Hemi. So I like that stuff. So anyway, yeah, excited to be part of this, and really looking forward to supporting this. And it's a unique opportunity for Pitt State. Again, all these events are right here, basically in our neck of the woods. So
well, and hopefully you can bring one of those with us on race week, because your sponsorship comes with an entry. If Chad didn't let you know about that yet.
Yeah, Chad did, and talked about us participating in the road week as well. So yes.
Well,
we'll see how that works out.
Hopefully you get a chance to do that, because it's a blast. It's absolutely the most fun that there is out there ever.
Yes.
So
yes.
But wait, Chad, as they say, but wait. There's more.
There's more. You want to tell them?
Well, yeah, we're excited. So
because they had one stipulation that I had to run by Matt and make sure it was okay. So
is that as far as the scholarships?
Yep.
Yeah, we're excited. So when Chad visited with all of us here at the college about this opportunity and sponsoring the student class, and so our faculty said, hey, let's offer some scholarships. So that's what we're going to do. We're yet to determine the exact dollar amount, but we're going to offer a scholarship to the top 3 winners in the student class to attend here at Pitt State. So
how cool is that?
Yes.
How cool is that? So now you're not just racing for, bragging rights against your buddies or anything else. You're racing for your chance at part of a college education now.
Right. And you'd showed, Adam, you'd shown some of the website for Pitt State and the auto tech program. So the university has some new powerful scholarship opportunities for students in general going to the university.
Mm-hmm.
But these three that we're talking about will be in addition to that, and specifically for students going through the automotive program. So,
Awesome.
right.
So it's going to be specific for the automotive program, and that'll include the technician program and the
Right.
2 or 4
Yeah.
year. And
Right.
I
Either
noticed
one.
as well it has a master's emphasis
Yeah.
available as well. Even
Yeah. Yes, we're unique. You can get a 2-year degree. Actually, we have a 2-year certificate as well for students that just want the automotive and do not want to do the general education classes.
right.
Then we have the 4-year, and we have what we call a 2+2, where you can do the 2-year program and then transfer in and finish out the bachelor's degree with the management emphasis. And yeah, you can go on and get a master's degree if you'd like.
And
So,
I mean that's unprecedented, totally unheard of in the field. Even to
it's
get
a big
be able to have,
opportunity.
even to be able to get a bachelor's degree is such a strange, in this world, I
It
guess,
is.
such
It
a
is.
strange thing. But even to be able to get a master's, start is
Right.
pretty amazing in the automotive field. I mean, how amazing is that?
Right. And the other thing that you're seeing there too, we are an automotive technology program, but within it we have 2 or 3 different powerful emphasis areas, and one of them is collision and insurance management. So students that want to learn how to paint a car, how to fix a wrecked car, even get into some general concepts on restoration. That's all done with that. As far as insurance, we have a lot of insurance companies want to hire students into the insurance industry. And then the other is the diesel and heavy equipment. So we have Caterpillar coming here, Cummins, Case IH, all the big players, both in the ag and the trucking and the construction and heavy equipment field. And so that's also very unique. If you go looking on the internet, you're not going to find very many universities that have a 4-year degree with an emphasis in diesel and heavy equipment management. So just throw that out there as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that, I mean, and again, like Chad, this is sort of, we were talking, this is kind of a win-win-win for you because you are an alum, a graduate of Pitt State, and you're, obviously involved in the race week thing elbow deep as well. And what a cool thing for you to be able to bring to something that's so important to you.
Yeah, it really is. It's really special. We've been involved with this thing for a long time. My daughter and I, ran it the last 3 years. There's only been, I think, maybe 1 year since it started that we didn't at least go to part of it. Even if the scheduling doesn't allow for us to do the whole thing, we still got to go see our friends, hang out with everybody, even say hi to Adam Dory, So even when we haven't done the whole thing, we've always tried to be involved. As some of you guys are familiar, the Road Week program, obviously through Nobody Else's Auto, we've been doing that the last several years, building up the Road Weekers, because the Road Weekers are part of this thing too. So that's why Matt and I came up with a concept to make sure we've got some awards handing out to those guys. And so obviously not quite as deep as you are with Matt Frost. So I'm still kind of safe, maybe. I don't know if there's hope for you, but I still might be able to get out. I don't know.
No, I'm definitely far down that wormhole, for sure.
But obviously, when Bob and I got to talking, and we were talking about a lot of different things, and he was asking me about race week since it was going to be here, and there again, I started thinking, and said something to him, said something to Matt. Matt's like, man, I've been wanting something like this for Junior Street. It's such a perfect match, having a school involved to help those Junior Street kids. They came back wanting to offer scholarships. I mean, it's literally a definition of almost everything that happens with race week. One thing snowballs into another, and it's turned into this massive thing that we all love so much and are so thrilled to be part of. And I think you can attest. Well, you've got to be able to attest to that. You're the one that got sucked in worse than anybody. But
exactly, man. Exactly. It's such a different thing, and it's such a family atmosphere. And we love having our kids with us on these things. It's It's something that is a special deal for them. They don't need to hustle and bustle through the registration process. Typically, this race sells out in like 5 minutes when it opens up to the regular public. The junior street people are exempt from that. They're immune to that, so they can sign up anytime. If you show up and you want to race and you're there with your dad and you want to race his car, giddy up, you're in. Like, let's go. We want to put you on the racetrack because it's going to change your life, and you're about to find out. And you too, Bob Frisbee, are about to find out, and you don't even know it, and you're so ruined, and you don't know it yet.
You might want to run while you can.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Chad, real quick, what was the YouTube channel that we just got launched?
We've been working on it this morning. We've actually been shooting content all morning. I got a few things up. Pittsburgh State University. There is no H on Pittsburgh at the end. Pittsburgh State University Automotive Technology. We've got a couple of Meet the Professor videos up that we shot this morning. We're going to be expanding that channel. And we will also be feeding some race week content to that channel while we're out there.
Awesome.
So please, guys, check that out. Give us a subscribe. Start watching the videos. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming. We've got a lot of work to do on it because, like I said, they didn't have one yesterday. So we've got a long ways to go.
Right.
But
right.
please
Exactly.
check that out and stay in touch with it. The other thing I want to touch on besides the YouTube, Adam, is the mascot here. Did you see them? Notice the mascot?
I have not. What is the mascot?
A gorilla.
Is that what it looks like?
The Pitt State Gorillas. That's
bam. There you are right there. And hold on, there you go.
All right.
Number 4. Go check that out. And you've got videos up there. There's there you are right there. Professor Tim Dell, Professor Dave Ferguson, and Professor John Thompson. All of those up and ready to go, and you can watch those right now.
And we've got some more stuff we shot this morning that's going to be coming up. So there again, just trying to get the word out. Like I said, this college has some of the absolute most amazing tech programs. And even if you don't think you want to go automotive, plastics, what doesn't use plastics?
Right. Especially today. And with
Manufacturing
everything.
management.
Right.
I mean, all that stuff.
Yeah.
These are 4-year bachelor's degrees with a total tech emphasis. Talk about standing out versus some of your more standardized marketing and business degrees. When you've got that tech side of it, you just about write your own ticket when you come out of here.
Right. Exactly. I mean, you'll be in a group of people who have done 3D printing because that's the thing now. But you will have a piece of paper that says you're damn good at 3D printing / injection molding / it grows to exponential proportions because, like you said, everything has plastic in it. Everything.
And we were walking around here a little bit ago. The manufacturing management has like casting. They got a water jet in there. I mean, all the cool stuff. All these different. I mean, it's all here in this building in all these programs.
So awesome.
It is big. So what we're focusing on here is our automotive programs. But we have a College of Technology, and we're in a $30 to $40 million facility here. And we have a wood program. We have a graphics and design program, education, technology education, technical education.
I was just noticing there's a autism spectrum disorders graduate certificate that you can get. I mean, this is stuff that is you're going to fit a niche, but if you are that person that needs exactly that, this is the place. Right. I mean, here you go. But look at all that's offered here. And if you look at the right, obviously there's, you can just get emphasis of stuff, but look at these again. That's the automotive technology. You can minor, you can major, or you can get a master's emphasis. Again, the 2+2 you were talking about.
Yes.
And just go check this out, pittstate.edu. It'll navigate you easily to this. And again, I'm not the smartest dude on the planet. I have a bachelor's in English, so not any of this, but I can navigate directly to this, and you can start clicking and seeing what's all available on here for you at Pitt State.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, the other thing like to shout out to MoCan. We appreciate those guys there so much, and they're so, we recognize how fortunate we are to have a drag strip close, and they support us, and they have the Friday night fun drags and the events, and supporting obviously the race week here, and we just appreciate them, and want to continue to support them and all they're doing here in our area. So.
Oh yeah, and Mocan's going to be a new one for me. I kind of dig when we go to new spots because I love to see new racetracks, and I've got a bunch of friends that are in the area that are Mocan type folk.
Yes.
But I personally have never been, and I am so excited to check it out. It is going to be awesome. I've heard nothing but good, and here we go.
Well, and one thing we've talked about that we haven't touched on, right behind us, which you can't really see, right in that room behind us is the dyno, chassis dynamometer they have here. That's how up to date they have everything here. I mean, modern technology, modern facility, modern cars.
Oh yeah.
There's so many ties to industry that you guys have cars being donated, engines being donated. Plus, in fact, we ought to touch on some of the clubs here. Mini Baja, the Mod Squad.
Yeah.
They have clubs here that builds this stuff. The Mini Baja cars, these are student-run organizations.
That's part of Society of Automotive Engineers. So some of you would recognize that. So many of the engineering schools around the country have a Mini Baja or a Formula Race thing, and we've done the Mini Baja program since the early 90s.
Wow,
so, yeah.
How cool is that?
So, but you're right. We get involved in Skills USA. Some of you are familiar with that, and we have a lot of different auto programs. And one other quick thing to throw out: the university has about 6,000 students total, and about 1,500 of them are here in the College of Technology, and about 200 to 250 are in the automotive programs. So, but yeah, small classes, lots of lab, lots of good interaction with the faculty.
And I'm going to tell you where that comes in really, really importantly. And I experienced this firsthand. When I got my job with Chrysler when we graduated, my first week, we flew to Detroit. I spent my first week in the Chrysler Technology Center. I'm sitting at lunch with the guy that just hired me. And I said, "Why did you come to Pitt State? Why did you come find us?" Because they flew 10 of my class to Detroit for executive interviews, made 6 offers, hired 4 of us. Wow. I said, "How did you end up getting so many of my class?" And he said, "Because of Pitt State." At that time, Professor Ken Gordon was here. He said, "We called Ken Gordon. He made arrangements to get us on campus. He had a list of students for us to talk to. They made the arrangements to get us set up on campus for that first round of interviews. It's because of the people here. The faculty and the staff is second to none. And when it is smaller class sizes like that, these guys know you. They have connections to industry. And there is not a better place on the face of the planet as far as having connections in this industry where kids are walking out of here with not only a job, but oftentimes their choice of jobs."
Right. And again, it's not, and it's really not even just jobs. Like, I mean, you're talking big 3. I mean, this is career world here. Like you could plug yourself in and go, 30 or 40 years if you felt like it, and, retire from that and then go make ice cream or do whatever the heck else you want. But, that's one of those jobs that turns into a career very quickly, and they get you into a pipeline where they build you good retirement and great, benefits and healthcare and things like that. And it's, that's not to be discounted as an old guy. Let me talk to you about being old. It's a tough thing, but I sure would be really, really much happier if I was retiring right now. But unfortunately, I thought with my back and not with my brain. And here's a chance for you to think with your brain.
Yeah, it is a unique opportunity. It's a way to be involved in the industry and have a lot of fun, and you're with car people. And as Chad said, there's incredible career opportunities in the retail or the manufacturer side. And some of the manufacturer roles, you have to have a bachelor's degree to get in. They insist on that. So that's where we're unique too. So lots of opportunity, that's for sure. Yes.
100%.
And you can test all year right by MoCan.
That's right.
I mean,
that's
right there, 8 miles. If you got a streetcar, that ain't nothing. Let's go.
That's right.
Well, yes. I mean, Bob, like Chad said, and on behalf of Race Week and Matt, who couldn't be on this, unfortunately, like, thank you so much for supporting not just Race Week, but Junior Street specifically, and really pulling all the stops out and offering a scholarship for the top three in the class as well, which is, I mean, that's cool on top of cool on top of cool. And I thank you for supporting this. Thank you for supporting the kids, and hopefully this is a long lasting relationship moving forward, because I think it's going to the ripple effect from this is going to be absolutely gigantic.
Excited, very excited. Look forward to a long-term relationship.
Absolutely.
I'm just glad it all worked out. I'm glad it all came together the way I envisioned it, because a lot of times things don't work real good up here, but this one actually worked out. So.
Heck yes. Well, if you guys do, if you have anything else to add, go ahead and do it. If you're in the comments and you have any questions to ask for these folks, go ahead and throw them up there. But I'll just leave the floor to you guys to kind of tap us out of here. Tap.
There also
and again,
is a Facebook page.
I'm sorry. We'll go ahead and answer questions too if they come up. Sorry, Chad. Go ahead.
The Facebook page is just Pittsburgh State University Department of Automotive Technology. So you can keep up with what is going on that Facebook page. And of course, the Pittsburgh State University Automotive Technology YouTube channel. That's where the current information goes on a regular basis on either one of those. So you can check it out there. And just like Adam said, we welcome any questions. If anybody has anything specific about, our involvement with this or about the university or the auto tech program, and we got the guy right here that
Right.
can probably answer those questions. But like I said, it worked out amazingly for me. And I can't say enough good things about what this guy did for me when I was here as a young, dumb kid with absolutely barely any direction other than I like cars. And my dad always wanted to go to Pitt, and I wanted to go to Pitt. And that was about the extent of my knowledge when I walked on campus. But it worked out. So
There's Facebook right there. Bam. There you go. Suggested for you. But here it is, the gorilla right on the page, Department of Automotive Technology. So check that out as well. You saw the YouTube earlier. So go check that out. And then again, the website, pittstate.edu, will get you all of the information that you ever wanted to have from that. And just so much stuff that you can go to school for. And again, right down the street from Mocan, which is fantastic.
anyway, excited to be part of it. Sponsorship of Junior Street classes is just, I can't think of a much better fit. And it just all clicked.
Absolutely. 100%.
And you pitched this to all the rest of the faculty. You went to bat for the program. You're excited about it. And that's what makes this stuff happen. That's what makes it work.
Exactly. And like I said, Bob, you think Chad may have explained it to you, but you don't know yet. And, and we welcome you, and we can't wait to let you into the fraternity that is Rocky Mountain Race Week.
That sucks you in and you can never get away from. But that's
ever.
Well, I'll go ahead and comment. I got a good friend that's got a Mopar, and he races at Mocan, and I've actually taken my Challenger there a few times and run a few times, and not happy with my reaction time nor my time at the end. But he said, you got to be careful. This stuff's addictive. And I'm like, yeah, I can see that it is.
He has no idea what he's getting himself into. Zero.
Right. Making one pass or two passes here and there is one thing, but making like 5 passes at 5 racetracks.
Right.
About 250 miles in between each one.
Yes.
That's a different thing right here. And and you will see. You will 100%. But gentlemen, I think we're good. No, really just a bunch of people saying how awesome of a deal this is, and a bunch of them that are like, my kid has something vested here, and this is this is good. So I think it's a fantastic opportunity for everybody. And again, thank you guys so much for supporting this. Thank you, Chad, for getting on with this and getting this live done. And if you have any questions, post them on that Facebook page. cruise over to the YouTube and check that out and meet those instructors. You can put questions on there. I'm sure they'll get them answered on there as well. Or just get in touch with folks. Check that website.
Just email you guys directly. Is just probably the best, isn't it?
It can be, yeah.
Direct emails off of the website to these guys is probably, because they're with that, just like most media anymore, there's so many different formats.
Right.
That trying to keep up with stuff is so hard. But all your email addresses are on the website, correct? So you can send a direct email to Bob or any of the instructors you see on YouTube. That's probably by far the best way to get an answer in a timely manner is firing it directly to those guys.
Totally.
So that,
and it's just
they can stick to them.
Oh, it's pulling up the wrong one. Hold on. Oh. And again, that's just on that website. It's pittstate.edu. And there it is. Bam. Sorry, technical issues. There we go. And check out all the Guerrilla scholarship programs for everything that's available out there. As a college grad, I will tell you, if you're thinking about going to college, apply for every scholarship you think you even qualify for, maybe just a little bit, because you never know what their criteria is going to be, and you might end up getting it. And free school is better than paying for school every single time.
Right. That's right.
So, well, thanks,
awesome.
Adam. We appreciate everything you do and appreciate your help today. Super excited about it. Can't wait to see how it all works. And it just seems to be a perfect match. And we're hoping for a very positive long-term relationship between Pittsburgh State University, the Auto Tech Department, and Rocky Mountain Race Week.
It's going to be so cool. And I can't wait to call to the lanes the Pittsburgh State University Junior Street class. That's going to be super duper fun. And then razzing people up and letting them know that they're racing for scholarships. They're racing for free school.
That's right.
That's going to be a pretty amazing thing to talk about all week long, because even people that didn't watch this, or maybe even, it just happens. Every year we show up and people are like, what's happening with who? Like, some kid will show up and have no idea that there's even a scholarship available and will win it. And he will be the person that will be your next bachelor's graduate. You watch.
That's great. Yes.
So awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much. You heard it here first. Check it out. pittstate.edu. Junior Street is racing for not only their bragging rights and everything else that they're doing, they will be racing for scholarships this year. First, second, and third place will win scholarships at Pitt State, on top of everything else that we're going to have for all of our Junior Street folks. And it's going to be so cool. So if you've got a 13 to 16-year-old at home and you've got any car that turns, when you turn the key, it burns gas, you qualify. You can get into Junior Street. So any electrics are even allowed. Like, you can bring those even if you turn the key and it makes Jetson car noises. Great. Bring it to Rocky Mountain Race Week and compete in Junior Street. 13 to 16 or 17. I'll have to double check the rules. It's all available on NHRA.com. It's the same exact rules that they use, but you run an 8th mile. You can't go quicker than 9 flat in the 8th mile. And that's it. You show up, you turn the key, you get to burn rubber, and you're 13. And where else do you get to do that? And red and blue lights are not flashing in the rearview mirror.
You sound as though you're speaking from experience.
The statute of limitations is long gone on that. So awesome. Well, guys, again, check it out. Thank you so much. Lots more to come. Pay attention to this Rocky Mountain Race Week page. Pay attention to the RMRWers page. Pay attention to the Pittsburgh State Automotive Technology Facebook page, I believe is what it's called, right, Chad?
Automotive Technology, and then the YouTube was Pittsburgh State Automotive Technology.
Absolutely. So look for updates on all of those regarding everything Junior Street, Rocky Mountain Race Week related. And again, Bob, thank you so much for your support and for Pitt State. Chad, thank you so much for helping to facilitate this. And go check it out. And like I said, if you got a car that you do this and it goes, you qualify and you're in. So sign up for Junior Street. It is the most fun. I promise you that.
It's going to be a great time. We can't wait to hear you announce in the Pitt State Gorilla Junior Street class. So,
it's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much for your time. And like I said, go check it all out, and we'll be out of here, folks.
Thanks, Adam.
Thanks. Okay.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Nice to meet you. We'll see you at Rocky Mountain Race Week, ruining your life.